Topic: The Color of Flowers is Black by Neelam Ahmed Bashir. It was a bright sunny afternoon. We were driving home after picking up our daughters from school. Rani Appa and I were in the front seats while our two teenage daughters sat in the back, as a tiny little Suzuki car whistled on the smooth, wide road. It wasn't a coincidence that both Rani's Appas and my daughter were in the same school. We had planned it this way so that both of us sisters would spend as much time with each other as possible. The girls were busy chatting with each other on the back seat, clutching their Archie comic books in their hands and talking about their day in school, while we listened to old classical music tracks on the car tape player. I tried to explain the verses to them. A great mystic poet Baba Farid's words: "My whole life has been spent walking on toes, O black cloud. Behold your brain as yet. In the season of red roses, the color of the flowers is black." Then Rani Appa asked me, "Do you remember the Rose House?" The Rose House had been an unspoken, unmentioned taboo subject amongst us for almost 25 years. So why did she even bring it up now? Back then, Rani Appa and I were 8th and 10th grade students. We would usually take a shortcut through a narrow lane, which made us get to the school quicker. Rani Appa was always very eager to pass through the shortcut because of her fascination with the unique looking little brick house that sat right in the middle of the lane. This was because the house had a riot of colorful roses growing majestically all over its facade and the sides, making it look like a flower castle draped in dazzling color and splendor. One quiet and cold morning, we reached the lane when no other girl was there except us. But soon enough we spotted Zara, a schoolmate, walking ahead of us in the lane. From out of nowhere, a man riding a bicycle had snuck up on Zara from behind and passing by her had suddenly grabbed one of her breasts like a hungry animal pawing to catch a piece of meat. Traumatized by the incident, Zara shook with terrified sobs. We tried to console and comfort her, but to no avail. I hurled curses at the man, but he rode his bike as fast as he could and fled. Many months later, we took the shortcut lane again. It was completely deserted. Rani Appa wanted to quickly admire the flowers of the rose house, but I spotted a bicycle coming from the opposite direction in the lane and recognized the face of the same man who had attacked Zara. The depraved man exposed his private parts for us to see. Appa screamed in terror, and I picked up a brick from the ground and attempted to throw it at him. He sped by on his bicycle unaffected. We felt violated and stripped of our childhood. I turned and peeked at our daughters in the back seat once again. They looked so youthful, vibrant, optimistic, and carefree. I turned my head and saw a big broad van standing next to our car at the traffic light. There were 10 or 15 young men sitting in it, staring at our daughters through the van's greasy windows. Their faces and bodies were covered entirely in thick, dark colored warm chadars, and the only thing that was exposed were their Kalashnikovs, and their deep dark eyes, and the hungry expression in them. Shameless naked men. Rani Appa's firm and authoritative voice spat out in disgust at the man.